right. Hey, I want to thank the Blockers O-Line Academy for having me, Jeff Banks. I appreciate this opportunity to be able to share what we do here at Madison-Ridgeland Academy. This is my 7th year here at Madison-Ridgeland Academy, and we've played for the state championship 6 out of 7. And it's been a great opportunity to be able to play, but, we've only won it 2 times. And, over the years we've had to change um, and figure out ways where we can win. And it wasn't able to do it. And we've sat down and as a staff and realized that we had to change. We had to change everything we do, and this is part of the stuff we did to change, and blocking, passing, everything. Um, Now, I'm an open book. My name's Kenny Williams, and I'm an open book. If you want anything, any drills, any tape, anything like that, just give me a call or shoot me a message on Twitter or email me, and I'll be glad to set anything up to help you out. Now, at Madison-Ridgeland Academy, we're back-to-back state champs. This past 2 seasons, we've averaged 40 points a game. And that's us getting vertical, and that's forcing people to play too high, and that's allowing us to run the ball really well. This past year, we averaged 11.2 yards a carry on the outside zone. And in the past, we've only been averaging 2 to 3 or 4, really 3 in good games. And so we've had to change on the outside zone and our inside zone. And that has actually taken us to the next level. We got some big guys that don't move as well as we want to sometimes. And this game right here has changed that. So what we call our big guys, we call them trench mob. And it's the same we've been trying to do. Our receiver coach, he did a great job getting this started. He calls his group the ARB, Air Raid Brigade, and it just gives a group a title name. And ours is the trench mob. And it's something we talk about every day. Blue collar workers, and we're going to come in with a lunch pail. We're going to work. We're going to be ready to go. Have a working blue collar mentality. We also talk about nasty life. Nasty life is get the dude on the ground. Find a way to put the dude on the ground. Be more intense, be more physical, and do it our way, as fast and as physical as you can, and play fast. If you understand your assignment, you understand what you're doing steps wise, you'll be able to play faster. And as a coach, you don't want to give a lot of rules and assignments to a young man, especially if he's 16, 15 years old, 17-year-old, because they can't cipher that. And just give them to play fast. And the last one is brotherhood. We'll call kids out. Our teammates call each other out, and they make sure that if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you better get it done, or we're gonna find somebody else. And the other guy might be 170 pounds soaking wet, but we're gonna find somebody to get out there and be a bumper. And that's all we really want them to do is get out there and be a bumper. Words we preach every day: stance, alignment, and assignment. Now, to me, stance, alignment, and assignment is probably one of the most important things, because stance, you look at a guy and you say, hey, that dude's 6'6", and the dude right beside him is 6'6", and they're both about 280 apiece. But both their stances might be different. One might be taller up from the hips, and the other one might be longer from the hips down, and their stance has to change a little bit to help them so they'll be comfortable. Alignment, our alignment is, we are 1.5 foot split. We're on a level 3 depth. That means level 1 is when you're in level 1, everybody's hat's even. Level 2, your hat is even with the rib cage. And level 3 is your hat is even with the center's hip. We are as far back as we can, because everybody does all this movement we're getting now these days. You can't see it when you're level 1. Can't see it. Only teams that deal with, if you're going to be level 1, you might as well be split back V or block down, kick out type team. We talk about the first 2 steps in the ground. Um, we preach that because you got, if you take a long step, we're going to show on film, elongated step, you cannot stay bent on your hips. You can't have aircraft carrier hips. You got to stay low. And we talk about your eyes. Where's your eyes? Where are you looking at from the pre-snap read to the during the play? Where is your eyes? What are you looking at? Then we're going to talk about communication. We're going to talk about what our blocking assignment is, or where's the linebacker at, how long, that means how long we're going to be on the guy. If the guy is on the backside, we don't have to get off of him so fast. If he's on the play side more, we have to punch through and accelerate through that breastplate to get to that backer. Accelerate is on there, and we talk about that, and we preach accelerate through the landmark. When you get there, you accelerate through the landmark to get that shoulder turn. We're trying, if we're doing double teams and you're the play side guy and you got the linebacker rocking over top, you got to accelerate through that landmark to get that shoulder turn. Now, when you get a defender on one hip, one leg, I don't care how big and I don't care how many stars he has. You get him on one hip, he's not a very good athlete. And we talk about finish the block, get him to the ground. Give that last shove, when that whistle blows. Sometimes we get some personal fouls giving that last blow, and I'm fine with that. Just give them a shove at the end. Just let them know, hey, I'm here. I'm ready to play. I'm not intimidated by you. Then another thing we talk about, tucking your elbows. Tuck. That means getting your elbows under your rib cage, get your hands tight. Now, things we go to every day is the lab sled. The lab sled is hip roll. We got 2-point hip roll. We got power walks to the linebackers. We got stutter step. We got jab step. And we got scooch step and kick shuffle. We're going to go through all these real quick here in a second. 2-point hip roll. I'm just trying to see you get your elbows tucked, punch and roll your hips, and let your booty eat your shorts. I want to see that hip, and I don't want to see you on your toes. I want to see you still on the inside part of your feet, flat-footed. Now, power walks, we back them up, and it's like working to a linebacker. I want to see that. I want to see those aircraft carrier hips. So when you make that contact, you can pop those hips and roll through them. Stutter step is when we have an inside technique guy and a inside zone. So if we got an inside zone, in the past, I've never wanted to forearm flipper people because you had to teach, hey, we got to teach punching. Now we got to teach forearm flipping. It's too much. Well, this year I'm doing it. This coming up season, we're going to flipper somebody inside of us. We're going to try to lift that shoulder, lift that breastplate, and get it turned so that uncovered guy can scooch over there and get a full bench press and drive. Jab step's the inside zone. That means he's covered. So we're taking a jab step, and we're taking it, and we're aiming at that play side number. And I'm going to talk to you about that. With a play side number, your hat's got to be even with your front foot and get to where it's supposed to be. Then you got scooch step. That means uncovered guy. And this is something we're adding this year. I don't have a lot of film on it, but you can see my guys kind of doing it. But you can see how what we did in the past with an uncovered guy, how it screwed us up. Because we used to tell our uncovered guy, hey, aim screw to screw, and got to take a little deeper step on the inside zone. Well, that kind of messed us up, because I grew up, when I played college ball, we bucket step. We bucket at an angle, and we driving. Well, that got vertical. That got horizontal movement. And inside zone needs to be vertical movement, pure T vertical movement. And the last thing is kick shuffle. I stole this from Missouri. I watched all season, and me and my head coach watched all season, just going over it and looking at it, and we've pulled the trigger on it this year. And I'm going to tell you, it's been a game changer for us, and it's one of the best things we've ever done. Now I'm going to go to some film real quick, and I'm going to let you see some of this stuff. Let me zoom it out. You still got me, Jeff?
Yep, everything's good.
All right. This is a 2-point. This is a 2-point explosion. This is we're gonna work. This is a left sled. I'm gonna tell you the best thing we ever did is we had a 5-man left sled, and we cut it down to 2, a 3 and a 2. and we built a stationary left sled instead of buying stationary left sleds. We built one, and it's braced into the ground and butted up to a wall. And we got some turf, and we put it out there, and we turfed it, and it's wonderful. And it's one of the best things. Me and the D line coach put it together, and it's been marvelous. All right, this right here is a 2-point explosion working at. Now you're gonna see I got their hands hanging. And I got, you can see right here, I like how our toes on the middle guy right here is turned out. And I like how our feet are right now. They're kind of turned out. We're trying to push to the inside part of our feet. And here we get that play. Now you can see right here, first mistake we made is what? We popped our hips up. And that's our middle guy popped his hips up. The out two guys just lean forward. Completely incorrect how I want to do it. I still want to keep those aircraft carrier hips. I want to still stay on the inside part of my feet. I want to roll. Now you're going to see here in a second where we get right here. You see how, let me show you right here. You see how everybody are on their toes? That's not good. That means you're overextended. I still want you flat-footed. I still want you inside part of your feet. You can see on the guy on the right, his left foot is flat-footed and his right foot is on his toe. So he was leaving some power behind him. You can see on the guy on the left, he's leaving all the power back here. I still want to see power underneath you when you roll your hips. And you can see it right here on the second clip where we did. Now you can see right here where I love, and the guy in the middle, see how he's tucking his elbows. That's what we want. The guys on the outside, their elbows are out like a bat. I don't want that. I want the elbows tucked. Next thing we're going to talk about is power walks. Now, everybody calls them duck walks. I just call them power walks. I don't know why. I just started calling them that because hey, to me, you're in your power stance. You're in your power. That's where your power is, down low. And you can see we're working and we're rolling our hips when we get there. Boom. Now, you can see the guy in the middle, his elbows are tucked. And last second, I don't like how he rolls. He ducks his head down. Now you can see the guy on the outside, he's still got aircraft carrier hips, but he rolls up on his toes. I don't like that either. We get better at it. I think this is a better one right here. Look at the guy in the middle. Only thing, he got, his base was way too wide. Now, if your base is way too wide, and I tell them, look, if you too wide, you give them birth, you can't have any generated power when your next step. You have none. Now, the guy on the outside over here to the left, his feet are flat. He's got a lot of generated power, but his elbows are out. The guy on the right has a lot of generated power, and his elbows are they're in a lot better. All right. Now, this right here is what we call a stutter step. Now, all stutter is, we're going to pick our foot up on the right side, and we're going to step through the left side. Now, all it is a timing step. That's all it really is. We call it stutter step because you're stuttering, and we're going to step through and lift. Now, I'm telling them to punch one hand, but we have gone, after this, we have gone to flippering, and it's going to make a big difference for us. You can see how they popped up. I'm going to just be honest. I got on the right 6'6", 330, got on the left 6'4", 3. All three of these guys are JUCO offer guys. Now, they still got a lot of work to do, but they've come a long way. I mean, the guy on the right, his first thing is up. And I don't like that. I want to stay low, stay those hips. Now, the guy in the middle, he stays low, but his head's tucked down. That means everything's falling forward. You don't want that. You still want to keep your hips a little lower, keep your head up, still stay in the center part of your feet. You see the guy on the left, he does the same thing. The guy on the right pops straight up, but he's a little bit better. He ain't all the way up, but they're taking forward steps, and I still want to pick it up, put it down, and I want to generate my power through that second step, because that's where my power is. I want everything coming through my second step, because then we're going to lean on it and we're going to keep pressing through it. You can here's the replay. Oops, excuse me. Now, still the same way. All right, here, now, this is what I call jab step. Jab step is for the inside zone. So you got a 3 technique and you're trying to work to this play side number. We're trying to get to this play side number. We're trying to get to this play side number. So if our hat is right here, our first step should be right there. And our second step should be clearing right through that crotch, right through that inside part of that thigh. And that's what we're trying to do, bring that generated power through that. All right. See how they're stepping over and not up? To me, if you step over, you better be a big man and very strong, and you can get away with something like that. But I don't like that. I want to go. If we're running inside zone, we're trying to go vertical. We're coming off the ball, and we're trying to be bigger men than you. I mean, I got my center weighed 180 pounds this past year, and he'd fight you in a dark alley. But I want him going that way instead of that way. In inside zone, you don't want no horizontal push. You want vertical push. Why? Because it's an AAB banger, and we're trying to hit it as fast as we can. And you can see how none of their hats are even with their first step. It's way past it. He's rolled up on his toes, and it's going to show you some game film, why it's not good to do that. Now, the second film, he did a little better. Right here on the left, he's trying to get it there, and his hat's still behind. Everybody's still stepping sideways. Now, this is when we started putting it together. I mean, we were just slowly doing it. All right. This right here is my little 180-pound center. And he's still stepping over here, but his hat is where it's supposed to be. I want to step right there. I want his first step right there. And he can bring in that generated power right here to that second step. It's all about that power on that second step. Now, I got some young puppies trying to learn how to do it to the left, but they're getting there. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is something I added. I'm going to do this year, and I actually got it from Alan Rudolph out of the University of Ohio. He's the O-line coach. He's actually got some videos out, and I've been researching this and watching it, and it's going to help us change how we're our uncovered guy. This is an uncovered guy on the inside zone. This is something we do. We're going to start doing every day, which we do the sleds every day. It's a scooch step. So what we're doing is he needs to bring his step right here, and he's going to scooch his foot right there. And when he gets there, he's going to shuffle and get vertical on the guy. Okay, we're going to do the same thing because we're trying to do, well, a scooch, what this uncovered guy's doing, our goal is to piggyback the covered down lineman. And we're trying to go full bench on the dude if he slams across the guard's face or the cover guy's face. And that is what we're trying to do. You know, everybody says half man, half man. Yes, it is if he's hanging in between y'all. But if that dude slams across the face and he's right there in our path, let's full bench him and drive him. And we're popping up. You're going to see here in a little bit in the film when we do, he does a lot better with it. And we're right back to it. I don't like us popping up so much. But yeah, I don't like us popping up, but let's see how we ain't tucking our elbows. See how our elbows are out all over the place? That means we don't have control of our body. I want us getting there and getting there tight and getting vertical push with our hands, getting a two-hand full bench. All right, here's this step. Let's see if we go to the next one. They do better on this one. They do a lot better on the second one. Only thing bad about it is what? The elbows are not tucked. They're still up. All right, here's something that we've added this year is we do this all the time. We do uncovered. Yeah, not uncovered. This is outside zone. This is a kick shuffle. So what we're going to do is take a kick step like you pass pro. And we're going to shuffle and we're getting vertical. Now, everybody says, well, why are you kicking back on the outside zone? Well, if you open up, you're still doing the same thing. I'm just trying to get depth and shuffle and see what's out there. I'm trying to cipher it. And that's what we're trying to work on. Right now, we're just trying to get there and kick, shuffle, and get our punching in. It allows us on the outside zone to stay square and get our feet in the ground and get vertical on somebody. There you go. Let's see if we can do it again. Boom. Say, let me slow it down for you. Boom. He's trying to kick depth. All right. The guy on the right is my right tackle. And he does it pretty good. All right. Let me go to this other screen. Next thing we do just about every day is shoots. We do power steps again. That means on the boards, we're duck walking, as some people call it. Then we do 1-on-2 drive blocking with the boards. Then we do 2-on-1s teamwork. That means we're trying to come together and drive. Then when we do our zone combos. We do those. We'll do those inside the shoots, but we'll pull them out. I'm gonna pull them out and let y'all see them. But hey, a zone combo is a single, double, triple. That means the single is center guard, double is guard tackle, triple is tackle tight end. On the backside, if we have a head up nose in the 30 front, 3-man front, we'll go A scoop and the backside, and that's for center and the backside guard. And backside guard and tackle, we got B scoop, and the backside tackle tight end, we got C scoop. And let me show you a little bit of that. Now, right here, we're just working. Let me get to the boards right here. We're trying to step through that board. Excuse me. We're trying to step through that board and get our second step down, tucking our elbows and power stepping all the way up. Okay. Now, I'm a firm believer. If you're on the right side, you're in a right-handed stance. If you're on the left side, you're in a left-handed stance. Now, my tight ends, they can get any stance they want to. They can get a right or left because they got to go back and forth so much. But if they can do both, I really like it. Mainly because pass pro and your zone steps, it helps out. It helps out a lot. So all we're doing is stepping, working up that board, getting on the shoots, working our hips, keeping our hips low, and just working the climb. Now, people say, hey, all you do is steps. Well, look, I'm going to just tell you, if you can work your first two in the ground and get on your track, to me, steps and board drill and base, all that stuff is one of the most important things to do. Because if they're all over the place, their body's all over the place, you're not going to be a very good lineman, no matter what you are, no matter what position or how big or how strong you are. So we're just trying to work our hips, trying to keep everything low, get our steps in. There's another inside working it. And my young puppies trying to learn. Now here's the outside zone. We had to pull, we have to get you outside the chutes to be able to do this. So we're going to kick, shuffle, and we move the board over. Everybody's working to get to that board. Okay, this kind of gives us a landmark, an idea about where to get to. Yeah. You can see this big guy right here. He crosses over. Don't like that. And my other guy that's right beside him, he turns his hips. I really don't want to do that because I want to stay square because everybody, so much movement we get. And I don't know about everybody else, but we get a lot of movement. We get a lot of looks. We get people coming out of the rafters trying to come after us. And we got to be able to handle a lot of stuff. So staying square is the key to be able to block all this stuff. If you open up a turn, you're going to get penetration, and it's not good. Now you can see how these other young guys are still trying to figure it out. They're still shuffling. They're not sure of themselves, and they're gonna keep getting better at it. You can see this guy right here over here to mine, it'd be your left. He actually did pretty good with it first try. He's got really good feet. And these are all freshmen. This guy in the middle, he's like a baby giraffe, but he's gonna get it. He's still trying to figure that out. But hey, look, for a big 6'7", 275-pound freshman, he's moving pretty good. He's just day by day. You got to keep doing this every day. Now, this right here is one on twos. There's a guy that has a harness on the chest plate, and you got a guy behind him pressing him. And we're just trying to take our inside zone steps there and get our hat to this play side number. And we're going to punch, tuck our elbows, and drive. Now, I'm giving y'all a lot of bad film, so I wanted you to see it. See how they're overstepping? See the guy on the right? He's overstepping. He's too wide. All of his power is everywhere. Now, the guy on the left, the man in the white shorts, his hat is where it's supposed to be. His elbows are tucked, and he's driving, just power walking all the way to that backer. All the way, he's walking, getting vertical push on that down lineman. And we do, and I get another group in here, not quite as strong, but they're still getting better with it. Now, only thing I don't like, big thing I don't like about it is they're taking too many steps. See, he never stepped here to gain ground, neither one of them. So that means you got to take another step to get where you're supposed to be. Fewer steps as possible to get where you're supposed to be. I'm just driving. Hey, this is a great drill because sometimes the sled lies to you. This is a great drill to get on there and 2-on-1, and those guys ain't going to hold it perfect every time, so you're going to have to work with it. Now, hey, this is where we added the scooch. We're going to show you why I don't like the other way we did it when we changed it to the scooch. Now, this guy right here, we're going 2-on-1s, and I'm wanting us to get full bench. Now, if we're running the inside zone, I want this man right here, his arm should be free. He should be sawing a log right here, just pumping that arm. And he's going to press through it. Now, this year, we're going to add that flipper. We're going to try to turn that shoulder. And he's got to scooch and get vertical now. He's trying to get this foot right here even with his on all the steps. See how the scooch gets you square? He didn't do it very well this time. But look. What did it do? It kept us square. It kept us square. Now, if we turn, that's not good. You see what happens to the right side when you get your other hand involved and you're not playing half man right there? You're getting everything turned. I want to play half man to the covered guy, and I want a full bench to the backside uncovered guy. Now, if this guy slams over here, he'll turn back into full bench. That means two hands. And he'll just clear this gap and work up to the linebacker. That's what this right here, this is a great drill because when you run inside zone, you really need to really work hard on your backside zone combos. To me, that is the key of inside zone because everybody thinks, hey, we got to make sure play side's right. Well, I mean, inside zone, just make sure they're out. Just get them out there. Don't let them cross your face. But the backside, the nose, head up nose, and the three-man front, or that backside down tackle, if we can just get that vertical push on them, that's going to clear that backside A to backside B. And we're going to work our combos right here. We're just working combos. You can see he's trying to scooch. You can see how he opens up. Well, if this backer pops right here, we're dead in the water. Okay. Now look at us scooching. Look what it does. There's nobody there. And if this backer pops, it runs right into him. Well, I'm just going to be honest with you. If you get there, excuse me, if you get there and now he plays inside, I coach up a thing called pound the post. We're back to pass proing again. We're going to pound and get back over there and stay square and let the guy get in front of us. And we're just going to butt up and drive and stay on. Because at the end of the day, there's not a lot of guys out there that can go, hey, I'm mono a mono, and I'm going to put you in the ground every play. You're not going to do that. If you can, you're going to get offered a lot of scholarships. But us coaches, we do work with guys that are big, and we also have small guys. So we got to be fundamentally sound. And this right here allows us to get a hat on a hat and be a bumper. Because if you're a bumper at the end of the day, the back is the one that's got to make us correct. He's the one that's got to do his job of making everybody look good. And we're gonna do it again. And look, you can see right here, boom, the backer trying to come back inside. Backer come back inside. You can see how he's trying to pound it. You can see how he's trying to pound it right here and get back square. That's beautiful. Now you look at my right, the guy on the red, elbows are tucked. He's just wide on his first step. He needs to get vertical, and he needs to get his hat right here. Hat and foot has got to be mirrored. Then you can bring that second step through that inside part of that thigh right here, and you're accelerating so we can get vertical push. Now we do it again. Now this is why I'm going to the scooch step. See where your body is going? Your body's going this way. Well, if this linebacker comes down, we can't get him. Can't get him. It's tough. It's tough because, hey, you're asking an offensive lineman that's not as athletic as that linebacker. If offensive lineman was athletic as that linebacker, we're doing pretty good as coaches. But that's not going to be the case. So this right here allows us to stay square. You can see how we're trying to, our old saying was get screw to screw, then take the screws on his forehead, even with his forehead, and let's get a double team. Well, it got us to turn our shoulders too much. Okay. And that's what messed us up. So now us scooching has allowed us to stay square. And if that dude comes behind us, all we got to do is slide step over the pound post, and we're on the dude right there. And the back's going to make a cut. And he's the one that's going to make us right. Now, play side's got to do their job by just keeping that inside hand and pressing them on it over, keeping them out of that play side A gap. And now you can see the backer came to us. That makes it easy. That makes it simple, right? That makes it real simple for us to play football. But it ain't ever going to work out that way. It never has, as long as I've been a coach. A lot of y'all coaches saying the same thing. It ain't easy. I'm wanting to put our guys in the worst situation as possible so they're ready for it. Next thing we're going to do is we're doing a 3-man combo. Let's get out of that and let's talk about the outside zone real quick. We do a 2-man combo and we do a 3-man combo and we do a backside scoop. Now, outside zone is probably hands down has been one of our biggest plays because we're getting all that stunt and movement. Outside zone to me takes care of it. If you can run the outside zone the way we're running and just pick up, it's taking care of all those zone blitzes and everything we're getting, all those twists and inside blitzes is taking care of it. And that people, it's forcing defenses. Hey, I can't do that now. I got to come up with a different plan. So this is it's been great for us. So that's what we're doing. We're doing a 2-man combo, 3-man combo, and a backside scoop. Since we're talking about backside scoop now, we're on level 3. That means we're all the way back there. We're far as we can be without getting a flag. So what does that mean? We don't have to open up on the backside. And I'm going to show you. It slows us down. So all we do is we step and go. We just run it. Just like the old pro shuttle, we're just stepping and running. And we're just trying to get there faster than them as best as possible. Because I'm trying to put our linemen in a situation to make us look and feel faster at the end of the day. Right here, And I'm going to show you some cut-ups in practice, and I'm going to show you some film work at what we're doing. And I've been very pleased with it. Now, these two guys screw it up right here. These two guys right here mess it up. My center does pretty good with it. I don't like how we pop up so much, but we got better as the time went on during the season. They cross over, and I don't like that. See how we're just trying to take, and our goal for outside zone, this is what we're talking about, outside zone. We never make a combo calls. Never do. The only time we make a call is when we have somebody walking down, coming off the edge, and we'll call out, or if our tight end or H-back is there, he'll tell the tackle, I'm here. It lets us know that, hey, he's going to take that outside guy coming off the edge. All right. We always think next man over. We're always thinking that. And we're trying to stay square at all times. Because if you're not staying square, you can't pick up all that movement. And we're trying to create a wall/wedge out there on the edge. Now you got to work timing, you got to work distance with the guys, and I preach to our tackle. You play the speed of the defensive end. If the defensive end flies out there, well, heck, you got to fly out there too. But if he's slow, you slow it down, because what you're looking at, your eyes go outside. If there's nothing outside, and get your eyes on the linebacker or safety trying to pop. All right. If there's somebody outside of us, all right, our rule is on how we block it. If there's somebody outside of us, we're going to take them. If somebody's head up the inside while we're moving, we're going to pass it along to the next man inside of us. You're saying, well, there might be two guys in the gap. Well, good. If there's two guys in the gap, there's no guy out there in the other gap. So that means we're going to lean back on it. We're going to hand it to that guy, and there's going to be a crease. Because the outside zone, we're not trying to reach people up. We're not. We're trying to get out there, create a wedge and a wall. And I'm going to tell you, out of all the big plays we had this year, we got outside maybe a handful of times. The rest of it was our big plays were just cutback. It was pure T cutback, and everybody overplayed it, trying to get out there, and they played it incorrectly, and I'm glad they did. The back is the one that got to make us right. All right. And we're not looking to reach. We're just looking to create a wall. So this is what we're doing. I'm crossing over. I don't like it. Do it again. They crossed over. Now my right tackle did better right there. See how he's playing that defensive end? Punching him, reading him. Now he's looking back. Now my center's running through trying to go get that backer. He's thinking next man over like he's supposed to. My guard, isn't as fast. He's not trusting the technique. Now I got this from the University of Missouri. You know, when Missouri, I don't know if y'all remember this, when Missouri was good playing the SEC championships, they were playing Alabama, they were playing Auburn. This is when they were really good at it. Now I think the guy went to Oklahoma State or something like that. Something like that. And we watched the film, me and my coach and head coach, and we ciphered this. And I'm going to tell you, it's been a game changer for us. And I'm going to show you some film on it. Now, here's our scoop coming up. Oh, right here. Oh, let me stop real quick. Hey, my right tackle played the speed of the defensive end. Boom, right there. He slowed down. Boom, he passed it. Look what the center did. Now we sealed it up. Hey, that worked out great. We sealed it. Not looking to seal it, but we sealed it because we played the speed of them. Now here we screwed up because we're opening up, and I don't want to open up. Watch everybody open up. Everybody says, well, you're going to be faster. No, not if you're that deep. You're as deep as we are. You don't have to open up. You can just go. Now you can see in the second clip, we go, and we were a lot faster. This one right here, we're just going. And we're just playing off of what they do defensively. Now, I'm going to show you a little bit of this practice film. Wrong one. Now, here's us practice film. Now you can see some of our dudes ain't in there right now that we had those big mammoths. All right, we're running zone left, inside zone left. Now, what we're gonna do this year to play side tackle, we're gonna stutter step it, and we're just gonna keep the dude outside. We're not worried about drive blocking. We're just trying to keep him outside. Now, this left guard, we got a stutter step, and this center needs a scooch. Well, we didn't scooch, and watch how his shoulders turn. Watch his shoulders turn right there. What do you think this linebacker that's a good linebacker? What do you think he's about to do? He's going to hit us in the mouth because we turned our shoulders. We're trying to, our old saying was get screw to screw. Well, screw to screw ain't going to work anymore. That means we scooch over and get square. So if he does, we can pound the post back and we're going to bang it up in there. Now, we do a good job right here on the backside. We do a good job butting up, but our steps are terrible. We're rounding everything. We should be stuttering right here and scooching right there for this backer. So that turn, everybody's turning. I don't want us to turn and seal on the inside zone. I want us to get vertical. All right, let's go to the next clip. We're going zone right. See what happens. Look at my center. When he gets our old way we did with screw to screw. If a linebacker knows what he's doing, he's going to come right inside. But a good one. This one kind of played with the flow, kind of helped us out. Now you look at the left side, the left guard and left tackle. He sidesteps because he's trying to get there, but his hat is not even with his first step. I don't like that. Now you can see my left tackle. He's trying to figure out how to get over there, but he's taking incorrect steps. I would rather scooch it now, but we were trying to get a screw to screw, and we don't do a good job of it if we don't stay square. If we're running, our eyes are what? Over here. We got to get our eyes over there to see it. And we got to coach that up better. We're going to get better at it little by little. All right. You can see how the play side, I mean, let's talk about it. Play side on the inside zone. We're just trying to keep those dudes over there to create a B banger. That's all we're trying to do on the inside zone. We're trying to take off, and just run for the back. All right. Here's our outside zone. You can see how we're playing the speed of the defensive end. And you can see how he punches them, nothing there, nothing outside. Then we're going to look back in there for the linebacker. Look at the guard overtaking the end. The center is having to fight that three technique. He don't get that kick shuffle very well. Kind of crosses over. Here's a little tighter view of it. Now, my left tackle on this one, left tackle, left guard opens up. I don't like that. Yeah, you can say we reached him up, but guys, that's against the scout team in practice. Let's see. All right. This is another outside zone. Hey, right here. We got a guy walk down. My tight end, H-back, is telling my tackle, I'm here. So he's going to take him. So he's going to play the speed of this guy. He never did. Now you're going to see a bad step by this guard trying to confiscate for it. All right. And see what happens. It pushes it. See what we had to do? It slows us down. Now, I understand we ain't going very fast, but you can see on the backside, we're opening up. Don't like that. You can see my left tackle's trying to step and drive and scoop that guy out. Now, you can see my center sees we got a hat for a hat over there, so he's going to lean back on that nose and try to rip through and get to that mic. All right, let's go to a little film and let's go over that. And See what you think. Now, this is the first play we got right here is inside zone. He's actually playing at Jackson State for the state championship this year. I know O-line coaches like the end zone shot because I'm an end zone shot kind of guy. I want to see everything. So here's our inside zone. Our back, they did a good job of squeezing us, but our back banged it all the way out here to play side. I didn't like that, but hey, we got 15 yards. We'll live with that and move on to the next play. So right here, we're thinking, hey, we got inside zone. Turn the guy out, scooch and get to this backer. Give me a B scoop, scooch with this one, stutter and get vertical. It didn't work that way because we was taking incorrect steps. If this backer was smart, he'd have hit it right here or he'd have hit right there, and this backer could have flown through here too. There's an open gap because our shoulders are turned. We don't want to turn our shoulders. Luckily, our back didn't see a hole, so he just took off outside. Now you see what happens when you turn your shoulders. Look at my tackle over here, right here. His shoulders turned, and he couldn't get gain of control, and he is on his toes. My guard right beside him, he takes a good step, but he allows him to fight back across his face. When he gets that guy fighting back across his face, he's supposed to get vertical push now. All right. Right here is a great view of 2-on-1 right here. You got 2-on-1. This backer's over here trying to get in this big gap. All right. Say we got a good single. The backers are playing overs. Now look at the backside guard. He's hanging on it. He's trying. This is the reason why I don't want us to step sideways. When you got guys like that or teams that are penetrators, sideways, horizontal zone steps don't work very well. This is the reason why vertical steps work better. So now it turns us, and we have to turn on the backside tackle, and we get very good push. Now the play side over there in the center and the play side guard, we're getting good push. The only thing I don't like is we're not sawing logs. We're not sawing logs. Now, here's a prime example. Hat not even with first step. See how he's on his toes? His foot's over here. His hat's still here. Well, his foot needs to be here and his hat needs to be there so we can keep pushing. Now the center, he sees nothing there, so he's going to climb to the backer. Okay. Now my guard has a head up technique. Backside guard has a head up technique, so he's going to stutter. His hands are all over the place because he has no control on his body because he's leaning forward. Now, everybody thinks inside zone, come off the ball now. Yes, I want you to come off the ball, but under controlled violence. Controlled violence. Let me get to a good one right here. All right, here we go. We'll get an end zone shot. We'll be able to see it probably better. Look at the right guard right here. He's going to take a good step and get vertical push, and he's got his hat in the correct spot. Watch the power he brings with it. Boom! That's a thump. I mean, we're talking about being nasty. That's what we preach. And he was right there. I classify that as a pancake nasty block. Now, you got to understand this year through COVID and injuries and everything, we probably had 6 or 7 different lineups this year. I mean, my center didn't start the first game, and my right tackle had to play center, and this guy had to play here. I mean, we were back and forth. We had to move tight ends in to help us block. But we all kept it the same. We kept it simple. We played zone, and we played our rules. And so everybody can play it. You can see my left tackle, my right tackle piggybacking my right guard. Watch him. Boom. Clear it. Nothing there. He tries to get up to the backer. Does a good job. You can see we go hit our head on the goal post. See the end zone shot of it. See how he crossed his face? His step is still a little wide, but look, he punched, tried to turn that shoulder. That made it easy. Boom, made it easy. We able to turn that shoulder. Now, I got a few guys that still got to do some understanding and controlling their body. All right. That is our inside zone. Now, we're going to go to the outside zone. And I'm going to tell you, we made some money off of this play this year. A lot of big plays for us. I'm going to go ahead and go to the end zone copy of it. Now, hey, we got a backer walk down. We already called that out. We're going to kick shuffle. We're going to kick shuffle, and our backside is opening up, trying to seal it. Now, I talked earlier about our outside zone. We're not making combo calls. We're not making a call. We're trying to play out the speed of the defensive end. The only call we're going to make is an out call for that backer. We're trying to create a wall or a wedge out there in space, and I'm going to show you a couple more clips, and you'll really get an understanding of it. Hey, my tackle took him. He widened him out. There was nothing outside of my guard, so my guard just turned back inside, and my center went on straight to the linebacker. Now, I'd loved it if my center would have overtaken that defensive end. That's our original goal on that week, and our guard get up to this number 18. But it worked out, and our back just made a cut. Let an athlete be an athlete. Now, here's a great vision. Too tight. We're going to take – this guy's going to work there. We're going to play off this end. We're going to punch, and we're going to try to seal everything. We're going to try to get vertical on it. And we did a good job of creating a wedge and a wall. Did a good job of that in this one. This is actually to seal the game for the state championship. Boom, we punched the end. Boom, let him go inside. Look, the center took him how we were supposed to, how we coached it up that week. We sealed it up. We created a wall. Look, we ain't getting outside past the tackle, are we? We are running right behind between the guard and the tackle. There was nothing outside the guard, so he turned back inside to seal. That's what's so good about this play. We're not trying to get out here. So if we did try to get out here, this guy has this gap. That guy's playing out there. And that safety was going to come right through there and make the tackle. We didn't have a hat for him. But him doing what he did is we were able to block it. And look where that safety went. He went all the way outside, and he created that seam for us. Let me get rid of some of this so you can see the play in full. Now, we averaged 11.2 a carry doing this. All right. It's another vision of it. Played the speed of the defensive end. The defensive end did not run out here. He kind of come up the field on us. So that made it easy for my play side guard to punch him and overtake it and pass it up to my center. Now you look, we didn't go all the way outside. Where did we go? We cut back. There's the cutback lane. That's the honey hole on this outside zone. Because why? Everybody thinks outside zone. We got to get out there to stop it. Not on us. We want you to get out there and us undercut it and hit it backside right here. Boom. Played it. He just sealed it, and he cut back. Here's another one. We have an H-back in there. The guard, the defensive end played outside the guard, so the guard stayed with him. The center climb to the backer. Hey, good play. We'll take 5 yards. Same play. Same philosophy. We got outside this time. Just playing through. Look, I'm gonna just tell you, some of these guys I got out here blocking. Whew. Some of these linemen, they're not very good, but they got a hat on a hat and a bumper. That's all you're trying to do. Let the back be the back. Let him make a play. Let him run. That's his job. And I'm gonna just tell you, this was our backup lineman. A few of our backup linemen playing right here. All right. And there's the cutback. Then this outside zone, you don't have to be big, strong, and physical. You just got to be. If you got some guys that can move pretty well, this is a great play. And how you're doing it, just get a hat on a hat. Let the back go make a play. Let him go score. We talked, and I talked to you about earlier about how we want to be nasty and how we want to get guys to the ground. I'm gonna tell you, this is a great play for us. How we're coming off the ball, we're getting physical. I got one of my guys' helmets off. We got a flag for it because we're blocking with our helmet off. And I got another guy that just smothers another dude and just kind of lands on top of him. So we got flags going everywhere. You can see this guy right here, my far tackle, lands on him. Helmet comes flying off, and we're still blocking. Now, we put our H back in there to run the ball just to give a running back a break. But we are just mashing them. We're getting vertical. That's all we're trying to do. We're trying to get vertical push, and they're running. So if we can get vertical push on them and they're running, that makes it easy for our back to make a cut. Well, you can see it right here. I kind of enjoyed watching this number 50 right here. Boom. It's good. Everybody's getting a hat on a hat running. And you look at my center. I know he reached the end. He didn't take a steps I wanted, but he was still be able to get over there. But you see my guard, how he punched and tried to pass him on. Because why? He is on his inside shoulder. We're trying to hand it off. Now, the great thing about this, I don't know if any of y'all remember the old double slot rocket sweep. How we're running an outside zone, it's on the edge before you can blink. It's out there. So that forces people out there. That forces you to get out there. So with defensive guy, you got to run. Well, that's great. We want you running out there so we can seal you up. We can press you out. We can create a seam, and we'll create a cutback. Let the back be a back. Guys, that's about all I have tonight. Like I said, my name is Kenny Williams. I coach offensive line at Madison-Ridgeland Academy. If you need anything, you want to talk anytime, my Twitter account is special K6, and my email is kwilliams@mrapats.com. I'm willing to talk to anybody. I'm an open book, and I'll talk to you about anything we got. We got pass pro drills. I got everything you want. I'm saying that I know everything, but what I know is work for us, and we have been blessed to have a bunch of good kids that'll do what we ask when we ask, and they play hard, and I'm just very appreciative to be able to do this tonight and share what we do, and it's an opportunity that I love, and I love talking football, and I got buddies from all over other states. We talk ball, and if you're a football coach, I mean, you gotta love talking football with everybody and learning something new, because I'm always picking up something. I try to be the one of the guys that's in the front of the room and those clinics and have a notepad, taking notes at all times, and just listen to everybody. And if it's something that I already do, one term might change my way of my guys blocking. If it's one term, I'm going to steal it, and I steal everything I've done from other people, and I'm willing to give whatever you like, and vice versa. I should be able to learn from y'all too.